Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nefertiti Gold and I'm an electronic R&B artist. Now today's video is actually an inspired video by the one and only L.Dre. Today's video is also sponsored by DistroKid, but I'm gonna talk about that just a little bit later. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen one of the more recent videos that L.Dre has put up, but I feel really inclined to kind of follow in the man's footsteps here. Now, I forget the exact title of the video, but I'm definitely going to put some screenshots and link it below. Essentially in the video, he's letting everyone know that he is going to start taking piano more seriously and take lessons and actually document it along the way. Now, the part of that that's really intriguing for me is just the entire concept of taking a goal that you have, documenting it, and then putting it on the internet for everyone to judge you. There's just something really special about posting your life on the internet and then allowing strangers to basically critique you. But it's also really effective at getting done. Now, I'm going to take a page out of L.Dre's book and kind of essentially do the same. I've been taking piano lessons, I want to say, since the beginning of the year. But if I'm really honest, I don't know how much progress I really have gotten. I know I've gotten better, but I think I could be further along if I really had something that I have to really report to. For those of you that may not know, I actually have a Discord server, and in my Discord server, there is actually a section that I've labeled off as accountability, and every week we do check-ins. We talk about, what went down last week, did we get our goals done, and what do we have, on deck for the upcoming week. And I found that's been really helpful for a few of the members, even myself. But there's just still something completely different about making a video about your progress and keeping track of it and literally just kind of posting it online. So with that said, I've actually decided I'm going to plan and put together like an official piano recital. As far as I know right now, it's going to be a solo piano recital and it's going to be my very first one. And the reason why I want to put together a piano recital is really because it actually gives me something to work towards. I've noticed in the past, the reason why it's kind of hard for me to gauge if I've gotten better is because I'll learn a song just enough and I'll play it maybe once or twice and then I just completely let it go and I forgot about it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I need a reason to not only to just learn the song, but to really learn the song to perfect the performance out of it. Now, I haven't fully picked the date on when this recital is going to happen. It is more than likely going to be either December of 2024 or January 2025. And that's really just to give me enough time to actually really practice these pieces and prepare them in the most professional way that I can possibly do so. Now, I'm thinking about selling tickets to like a live stream of this recital and then maybe possibly donating some of the proceeds to an organization, but I haven't really ironed out any of those details. I haven't even ironed out what I'm going to play. Now, for the sake of this video, I really kind of want to use it to document where I am at this point in time. Because like I said, I have been taking piano lessons for a little bit now, so I'm not totally beginner noob, but there are definitely some songs and pieces that are really raw, and I would love to just actually document my progress while I work on them. Now, what I want to do next is actually kind of go through some of the pieces that I've already selected so far and share with you the status of where I'm at this point in time. Now, some of the songs I've been practicing for a little bit now, for a few months, so it's a little bit further along. And then there's other ones that I've learned in the past, but I need to relearn them again and actually practice to perform. And I also want to show you guys just like 2 items that I use that really help me when it comes to kind of focusing on practicing. But before I get into that, I really want to talk about today's sponsor, DistroKid. Give it up. Give it up. DistroKid is one of the world's leading distributors, distributing 1/3 of today's music to all platforms. Now, I've been using DistroKid for a pretty long time now, and one of my favorite features about DistroKid is that they supply you with free tools to help you promote your music. Some of those tools include hyperfollow and promo cards. Hyperfollow links allow you to create pre-saves for your upcoming releases. And once your song is released, they actually automatically convert to include links to your songs to all the other streaming platforms as well. So wherever you put a hyperfollow link, you don't have to worry worry about updating it after the fact. And with promo cards, these are vertical assets that you can use to really help further push your music as you're promoting. And they come in a variety of choices for you to post on your Instagram stories or your TikTok. Now, these tools are free to use for DistroKid members. However, if you use my link in the description below, you'll get 7% off your first year.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right, so before I move this camera to kind of play for you guys where I'm at, I do want to share with you 2 items that I use within the workflow of practicing that I find really, really useful. Now, the first one that I want to share is a good old-fashioned analog metronome. And part of the reason why I have just a analog metronome is really because I get distracted if I'm trying to use a metronome on my phone. It's so easy to just switch an app and out of nowhere I'm on Instagram. So for me, this eliminates all distractions. There's no batteries necessary. You just kind of wind it up. You have your BPMs indicated on either side. You just kind of move this little ticker up and down. And then once you're ready, you set it on a flat surface and it'll do its thing. Simple and to the point. And I also like the fact that the metronome is pretty loud. The other item that I like to use is this book iPad holder. I forget the exact description that it was on Amazon, but since my keyboard is actually under my desk, I don't really have anywhere to put the sheet music to like hold it up for me. So before I was just kind of laying the sheet music flat on my desk, which was not really conducive and it kind of messed with my posture. I like that it has different articulating heights. And I also like that it has these articulating arms here, and it really just helps hold down any piece of paper that you might put on here. So when I'm getting ready to practice, I just grab these 2 items. I push everything off to the side. I put my sheet music up. I get my metronome ready. I put my phone away, and then it allows me to really focus and hone in. Now, keep in mind for this recital, my teacher is kind of aiming for a 30-minute runtime, and we're talking like 30 minutes of pure music. Like there is no chit-chatting in between. So the goal is 30 minutes of pure piano playing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna actually move this camera to a different angle so that you can actually see like the desk setup and my piano. And also just kind of giving you an idea of where I'm at today with some of the pieces that I have. All right, so this is an angle that I never show on this channel. So this is the articulating stand. I usually keep my music in this folder. So the first piece that I have is Sonatina Opus 36, number 1 by Clementi. I know the first movement and that's about it. There are 3 movements in this piece. There's like a medium fast, a super slow, and then like a super fast, but I only know the first one. So that's the first movement. Each part of that would have to be played twice. So there's, and then there was like that second part that went into. So each section would have to be repeated twice, but for the sake of this video, I did it once. The current tempo that we're at, I played that at 126. My ultimate goal, really, honestly, in the real world, I'd be playing at 144. 144 sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so like it sounds good, but then like when it's time to do like those runs, that's kind of where I start to like mess up. The second movement is kind of what I'm working on these next couple of weeks, and probably be, I hope for it to be the bigger, you know, update for the next video that I do on this series. Let me just try to like sight read this. It's very slow. It's like very, very slow. And I think I read that wrong anyway. Oh yeah, yeah, this is one, okay. Oh no, wrong note. No, that's not it either. The second movement needs a lot of work. I have a Prelude in C by Bach. This is a piece that I am relearning. Yeah, see? Yeah, this okay. That's about the section that I start messing up and not remembering. This one is by Eric Satie. It's kind of a popular piece, but only for like the first portion of the song. And you guys have definitely heard this on social media. This is a tough piece. The first two lines are like fine because it's pretty, but then it gets really weird towards the end. And then there's like a lot of jumping. have to relearn that because that's where it starts getting weird and it's not as pretty and memorable and all that other stuff. The last piece so far that's on the list for this recital, yet again, is another piece that I've learned before, but I have to relearn again. So yeah, I have most of that down as far as like up until that section. 5, 6, 7. There are 7 pieces to learn. So I definitely have my work cut out for me. All right, so we're back at the regular angle. So that's essentially my current starting point, or at the very least, a starting point for this series. Now I'm hoping to give you guys more of a monthly update, kind of give myself time to really sit and learn these pieces and come back with some progress. So definitely stay tuned. More updates are on the way. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.